ArsenalFanTV, what you got your back turned for?
Got my back turned so you can see the legend that I've got on the back of my shirt, and that is Ian Wright. And it's been fashionable recently for everyone to have a dig at Arsenal, anyone associated with Arsenal, anyone talking about Arsenal. And I cannot believe that Ian Wright has come under stick from Arsenal fans. I'm going to open with this today and then I'll talk about the game. Because Ian Wright has come out and said that he got the impression that, you know, regarding Arsene Wenger and that sort of thing, an impression can be correct or it can be incorrect. You can get the right or wrong impression. All Ian Wright has done is come out and said that he's got the impression of Arsene Wenger potentially leaving at the end of the season. And also, Ian Wright is a sensible enough bloke and a loyal enough bloke to this club and to that manager to know that if it's a private conversation, he wouldn't be telling us about it. So instead of getting on Wrighty's back, who's an absolute legend of this place, let's appreciate the fact that he's sharing it with us and giving us the answers to the questions that we're all desperate to know and giving us an insight that we don't get ourselves.
I can back Ian Wright up. I know somebody who was there the other night, and even before Ian Wright came out and said what he said, my friend had contacted me the next day and said the exact same thing. He said that he got that impression as well. So
yeah, and you know, so that's it. I just wanted to say that because I'm always going to come out in support of my hero when he deserves it. Look,
right, the game today.
If he's ever wrong, I'm going to stay quiet. But you know what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, and also pay attention to that. People say it Ian Wright. But anyway, game today. Look, it was the absolute week from hell last weekend. Today, I just came here just wanting a win. Don't care how it happens, whether it's a handball or what, or own goal.
Was it a handball, the first goal?
And we'll come to that, but that's the message today, that it doesn't really matter, because when you come from such crushing defeats and such a bad week all round, on the pitch, off the pitch, absolutely everything, all you want to do is get that 3 points, and that's what we did today. But look, in terms of the game, it wasn't vintage Arsenal at all, and I think it is hard to maybe pick yourselves up from a defeat against Hull, defeat against Chelsea, and then come and play brilliant football here and you know be scintillating. It was we kind of just fell through that game, ended up getting the victory that could have ended up being a defeat or a draw another day, because Hull had chances and we didn't put them to bed. And Alexis' goal, look, I sit in the North Bank, so that goal was scored in the first half at the clock end. I'm 100 yards away and Alexis has got his back to me. So I'm not going to claim that I'm an expert in analysing that goal. I have to go home and watch replays, as I always have to. But it seemed to me as though the ball's ricocheted off the goalkeeper and hit Alexis' hand from where I was sitting in one split second, 100 yards away. It doesn't seem to me that Alexis has put his hand into the ball. And also, given the fact that Alexis is trying to keep his balance in order to position himself to take a shot at goal, you can't, I don't think, say that his hand was in an unnatural position. And they're the two key components of what constitutes a handball. You've got to have done it intentionally, or your hand has got to be in an unnatural position. And for me, looking at it, none of those apply. So yes, that should have been a goal, and it was a goal. Simple as that.
Now, you said the week from hell last week. Potentially, it could be another week from hell this week, right? Because it's Bayern away. We all know what's been going on there over the last few years. We haven't got past them. Do you think, though, that this year we can get past Bayern Munich?
No.
No?
No. Unfortunately, I can't get the time off work to go. And I remember the last time I was there and they battered us, and then they flipping play this song that lived with me for months afterwards, their little victory song. And I'm afraid, I think you guys that are going to be going are going to be experiencing the same old
You don't
music.
think, because a lot of people have been saying that they also, even though I think they're still top of the Bundesliga, but it's not been vintage Bayern.
Yeah, but we've been far from vintage Arsenal. I still think, looking at the two respective teams, they are definitely the favourites over two legs, and especially on that game on Wednesday. Especially that, I think they're going to, they are a very, very accomplished and confident Champions League side. And for us, we've come up against them a few times and we always fall short. So look, I expect Arsenal to fall short, unfortunately, but let's hope they can prove me wrong.